The following program was produced by an independent community producer. The opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect those of the ECAT staff or board of directors.
Hello, I'm Gail Devins, and welcome to Discover Easton. We have an exciting show for you today, especially if you love to shop. Okay, so, fellas,
Hi, thank you for coming here. You and everybody from the community is always most welcome to come here at our thrift store.
yeah,
We're open weekly, every Saturday from 10 a.m. till 2 p.m.
mhm.
Um, we have 3 floors of treasures. You never know what you're going to find there, and we never know what's going to come to us.
Yeah,
We have people from the community donate stuff, and we turn that around. We sell it, and all of the monies that we accrue are 100% of that goes to charity.
100%.
100%.
Wow.
Yeah, minus the
Wow.
expenses and such.
Yeah,
Yeah,
expenses as far as having the building and
yeah.
everything.
So one time, like I said, we never know what we're going to encounter. Um, one time, we had a moose head and a caribou head.
No.
And actually, it was donated by the Governor Ames mansion, and so
Really?
we put it out there
Oh.
in the front, and you have the
Did
traffic
you
going
really?
by. It's 138.
Oh,
We had it
come on.
out front, and that probably was the day that we were most visited by people that were coming through. I
Oh,
mean,
sure. Yeah. What is going on
it
over
was
there,
like
right?
a line of people, people coming and having their picture taken, and
Oh,
it was a
wow.
magnificent heads that were mounted in the wall for the Governor Ames estate, for
Wow.
years and years and years. Quick turnaround. We sold the moose head quite quickly. The
Did
caribou
you?
head took another 2 weeks or so for us
Yep.
to sell.
So, Rob, you're the president of Lions Club, right?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, that's great. And so, I'd like to ask you, first of all, how did this all come about? I mean, what? First of all, we're here with the Easton Lions Club, and I'd like to know how did you come up with this whole thing of having a thrift store? I mean, what was it? Someone's idea, and then you just went with it, or how did that
Yeah, so
happen?
so there were a group of gentlemen at the time. Lee Avery Williams, I believe, was handling the lead. Lee was a paragon of Lionism for
Oh
many
yeah,
many years,
yeah.
and they had an idea of having a continual project whereby they can generate revenue consistently and
Mhm,
across the year. So more revenue that we could turn around and give to the community,
mhm.
and they partnered with the Easton Grange. Of course, this building over here, it's not a Lions building, it's the Easton Grange building. So
Yes.
we worked out an agreement with the Easton Grange where they get a certain portion of the proceeds, which enable them to maintain this magnificent building that you will be touring soon.
Hmm.
And and then it went off from there. So we've been operating since 2008.
2008.
Yes,
Wow.
yeah, 2008.
Now,
And
is this the largest fundraiser you have? Is this the most profitable fundraiser that the Lions have? What would you say? Would
Absolutely,
be the-
absolutely. Yeah. So I'll.
yeah. Let me
Yeah.
let me introduce. This is Mark Ingalls. He is the director of the thrift store, and he
Oh,
puts
okay.
a lot of time. He and his wife upstairs, who hopefully you'll have a chance to talk to.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Rob.
Yeah. So since 2008, we've been partnering with the Grange, and they've been an excellent, kind of an excellent partnership. They had this building here; they weren't really utilizing it that much. The Lions had come up with this idea. A few of the Lions had visited some Lions clubs down in Florida. One of them had a thrift store,
Oh,
and
is
they
that
always
right?
thought, wouldn't it be nice if we had that type of an operation here? And so that's how it kind of got started. So we used to be open a couple of days a week. Then when COVID hit, we kind of had to shut it down.
Yeah.
We ended up getting very creative in terms of our how we operated. So instead of operating 2 long days, we operate one short day. A lot of activity takes place between 10 and 2. We do take drop-offs up
Mhm.
until about 1 o'clock, and that's kind of the lifeblood of the items that we have to sell.
Now, is that the drop offs? Is it only on Saturdays that you can drop something off?
Generally, only on Saturdays. We
Okay.
will, on occasion, if it works for Lions Club members and for the donors, we will do some pickups also.
Oh, really?
So
Okay.
Most of the stuff that we take is, generally if it's small household items, we will largely take it. We'll take clothes, we'll take electronics, we take housewares, we take tools. We'll take generally small furniture. If it's larger, generally like to see a picture of it.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Certain types of furniture we can take, other types we just can't take. Supply and demand.
Can you tell me a few of the items that you are unable to take? Like what things really people shouldn't bring back?
Generally, like with the furniture, large furniture, upholstered furniture, we're not generally able to take.
Okay.
Certain medical stuff we can't take. We don't take food.
Okay.
But most things we do. So largely people will swing by. We'll look at the truck, what you brought with you, and then we'll take it. We'll sort through it. A lot of the stuff, we call this our flash sale out on the side here.
Ooh, flash sale. Now
We call it
that is music to my ears.
Flash,
Sale.
yeah.
I mean,
So when it comes in here, the idea is we want to sell it quickly. We have a lot of stuff that comes in week after week after week, and we need to move it.
sure.
And the best way for us to move it is to sell it at a great price. So once you've been to the thrift store and you've seen the kind of the merchandise that we have here and how inexpensive it is, it'll spoil you from going to one of the big box stores and spending a lot more
Exactly.
for it.
Yeah.
So
We have a lot of repeat offenders who come here weekly.
Oh.
So customers we know by name. So
Oh, really?
Yeah.
it's
Oh,
kind,
that's
of
great.
like the Cheers bar.
Uh,
So
I love it.
come and join us.
some of our favorite customers are the ones who buy it and then maybe a month or a year or 2 years later return it and donate it again,
Oh,
so
isn't
we can
that
resell it.
interesting?
So
Oh, that's
sometimes
nice.
we have had items that we've sold
Oh.
multiple times because
Isn't that
people
interesting?
use it and then don't need it anymore and they redonate it. So
What's your most popular thing that you receive? What would you say?
Housewares probably.
yeah, probably housewares. We have 3 different floors, and I'm sure we'll be checking that out soon here. But probably the highest volume sales are up on the 3rd floor, and it's a lot of it's housewares. It can be dishes, cups, pots, pans, housewares, things you can plug in, blenders and coffee makers and irons and
Interesting.
kids' toys, some clothes. So
Yeah.
those are generally the most popular. In terms of furniture, generally it's going to be like smaller desks. Most of our clientele are generally furnishing smaller apartments, maybe
okay.
dorm
Yeah,
rooms
yeah.
for their college students, things
perfect.
like that.
Yep.
So, desks, dressers, small tables are
That's
generally.
nice.
Generally, when it comes to furniture, hard solid wood is what we like. Things that
Yeah.
are like particle board is stuff that we typically don't take.
Oh, particle board. Okay, yeah.
That'd be something that we don't take.
Yeah.
We also have electronics like CDs, DVDs, records. Records are really
Records are
surprisingly popular.
they're
You
coming
think
back,
They're coming back.
right?
They've been back for a little while now,
Yeah.
but there was a time when nobody was doing them. Now, very popular,
That's
and
interesting.
uh, so there's a lot of things are popular. It's hard to pick any one thing that's the most popular, but there are certain things that we are able to move pretty quickly when we get it.
Yeah, so tell me, you have volunteers, obviously, that come here and help you out. So do you ever have a problem getting people to help out or is it pretty much, I mean, it's all Lions members, right?
It's largely Lions. I mean, on a Saturday here, we may have anywhere from 15 to 20 Lions, and a lot of them
Is that right?
a lot of them
That's
are
a lot.
a lot of them are fairly regular.
Okay.
But if they can give an hour, if they can give 4 hours, that works out well for us. We also have a group of folks that during the week there's some, the elves behind the scenes, so we're ready to hit the ground running on Saturday at 10 o'clock. There's a lot of work that gets. We'll clean this all up around 2 o'clock. There'll be a lot of items that have been brought upstairs, and they have to be, sorted and priced and put on the shelves there.
A lot of
So
work.
that takes place generally during the week. So
Oh, really? Okay.
there's a number of volunteers that help out there.
That's nice.
We also have a few volunteers that do. I talked about. We'll on a case by case basis do some pickups, and so there are people during the off hours will swing by homes and help
That's good to
bring
know.
stuff here. So
And
yeah.
everybody has a truck and everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we've also had members of the community volunteer as well, particularly high school students who are searching for community action and service hours or CAS hours.
So
That's a good idea, using the high school students like
Yeah.
that. Yeah, that's great.
So I mean, we're completely open, and of course, all of us we receive the same wage, which is a big factor. $0,
Yeah,
0 cents.
yeah.
This is all for charity. So
Isn't that great?
And
Wow.
there are some things that if we have surplus, things like books and clothes,
Okay.
we will redonate them to other organizations that take books and clothes. So so that way,
Okay.
if we're not getting some good out of it, some other organization.
So if
is-
someone were to donate something, it will go somewhere.
It'll go somewhere.
Yeah,
Our
so
goal
you
is
throw 'em away.
we'd love to sell it, but some of the
Yeah.
stuff we can't sell, or we
Sure.
don't. We will redonate it. Redonate
long-
it.
Now,
Sorry.
how long typically before you decide to redonate it do you hang on to something? How
Well,
long
it
is that?
depends on how much surplus we have, right? If we've got a
Really?
lot, we're running out of space, we may hold it for a very short period of time. And other stuff,
Okay.
well, it could be 6 months or even
Wow.
longer. So we also make ourselves available. Occasionally, we'll get calls from, it could be from the veterans officer, or it could be from some other, other nonprofit. They've got a family, maybe they're new, they need some items. We will, also make donations for
Isn't
those
that
types of
something? That is really
circumstances. Yeah.
Good. That is really, really good. Wow.
It's really it's a gem in town
Yeah,
here.
it is.
We were able to recycle things, so that's less stuff that ends up in the trash and so
Yes.
forth.
Yeah, that's true.
So we
Yeah.
get to recycle that. We get
Yeah.
provide volunteers a way to donate their time.
Yeah.
Makes the community feel good when they're donating their items. A lot of
Yeah.
people it's hard to get rid of items sometimes, but
Yeah.
they want a nice home for it, right?
Right,
they
right,
don't
right.
they don't want to
True.
throw it away. They
No,
want somebody else to get some good use out of it,
Yeah.
and we're able to kind of help provide that,
Mhm.
be that kind of middle person there to be able to move it on. And our customers, they know most of them know that we're a nonprofit, and all the money goes to nonprofits.
Yeah.
So they're glad to buy it from us.
So they're not trying to bargain you out.
Oh
They're
well,
gonna-
no,
I'll give you 5 cents for this,
believe me, there's all kinds of bartering and bargaining
Yeah,
going on
sure,
at
yeah.
times too. But people are generally very generous, and there are times they'll it's not unusual for somebody to give us a little extra, right?
yeah.
Because they know the extra is going to go to charity.
That's
So
great.
so it's quite it's a lot of good things that kind of take place by having the thrift store here in the community.
And you just said community. To me, I feel like it really brings the community of Easton together, right?
Mhm.
And it's community. It's exactly what makes Easton great.
Mm.
It's just
it's one of the many things that the Lions are all about, is trying to bring the community together. You and I had spoken earlier about the holiday festival, and that was
Yes.
a Lions orchestrated event, and we've done that every year for 37 years, and raising money for charity, doing good works for the community, lending our backs into it, and bringing the community together is very much a part and parcel of who and what we are.
Yeah, the Lions motto is "We serve." So
There you go.
that's our
yeah.
so we tend to attract folks who like to do stuff,
Yeah.
like to do things, and
Yeah.
serve the community, and
Mhm.
so the reason we don't have a lot of trouble getting volunteers is that it's a great way to serve, and you can serve in a number of different ways, and whether it's lugging and tugging, so we got guys, it's usually guys that are doing all the
Yep,
physical
yep,
labor. It's making the inside looking pretty, organizing
organized,
things,
yeah.
doing cleanups, doing pickups.
Mhm.
It gives everybody a chance to kind of volunteer in the way that they want to
Yeah.
volunteer, and it all works.
It's great. And I remember in talking with you about Lions Club, what really attracted me to the Lions Club, as far as if you wanted to join the Easton Lions Club, you don't have to put in X amount of hours, right?
Now, there are only two things that you have to do: pay the annual dues,
Yep.
and adhere to the Lions code of conduct. At Lions Club functions, which basically is be a nice person.
Behave.
And if you're interested, we have application forms in there.
Okay,
But-
one more thing. on the
If we had our
list,
membership
okay.
chair out here, he'd pull something out of his back pocket and have it already filled out for you.
And he probably will. When you go in to see him. You
Oh,
want to
man.
come indoors?
I would love it. Are you ready for a tour? Um, this is really fun. I mean, let's do this. Let's go. So here we have a trailer here, and there's some things in it. Can you explain what's going on here?
Well, our trailer is sort of a place where we can put some surplus items, and it's also a little addition to our store too, right? So during good weather, people can kind of peek in there and see what we have.
Fun.
So it may be some bigger stuff that we don't have space for
Yeah.
inside.
Yeah.
It could be stuff like good weather today. We have already cleared it out, but we'll often display stuff out front. So as people are driving by, they know we're open. They know we
Yes.
got stuff to sell, and
Yeah.
it may even be something they are looking for,
Right.
and that gets them to pull into the driveway. So it increases our sales.
Yeah.
So this is just sort of it's like having a shed in your backyard, right? It's a place to put stuff that you don't want in your house immediately, but might eventually end up there sometime.
Yeah. Yeah. And so before we go in, I just had a quick question. Walk me through. So I have something at home, say, and I want to donate it. What's
Okay.
my first step? Is there a phone number or a how do I what? How
So
do
we
that?
do have a web presence, which is eastonlions.org. So you go there, and there's a thrift store, tab, so you can click on there, and it does give you some basic items as to what things that we do and do not take. So that would
good.
that'd be a
Okay.
good first step.
Okay.
If it looks like it's things that we would take, we do have a phone number. You can leave a message. We're not manning it
Yeah.
during the week, but we'll. When we come in on Saturday, we'll go through the messages and get back to you if you've got a specific question.
Oh, good. Okay.
We'll often, if it's a large item, we'll often request a picture to be sent,
Yeah,
so that
okay.
might give us an ability for us to say yay and nay. We don't want you taking that big hutch, throwing it in the back of your car,
Show
dragging it down here, and us telling you, I don't think we can do much with that. And then you got to bring it back home. So,
Yeah.
so we, but as I mentioned before, if it's generally smaller household items, just show up here on a Saturday morning, bring them. You got a nice little box of it. We'll take it. You got some clothes, we'll take it.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
So that's kind of what I would
That's
recommend.
how you do it.
It helps us out if you get here early on Saturday.
Like what time?
Like between 9:30 and we're open. We're here till 1, and we will take
Yep.
things till 1. But
Okay.
the earlier you get it here, the better we can sort it.
Sure.
Maybe sell it. Some of
Yeah.
it out here during the early hours, and so that
What's the earliest on Saturday morning?
I'd say 9:30 would be the
9:30?
earliest.
Okay.
Yeah. Generally,
Alright,
we
so
have somebody
9:30.
here to take items. That we won't let you in much before 10 though. So but we do have things. We have the trailer open, so you can walk around, or even before we open at 10 o'clock to see what we have.
Okay. And so, what do you do when someone drops something off and you're not open?
That
What
is
happens then?
nay.
Right,
We do not
no,
like
that's a no-no.
no. And we do have signs that say don't do that.
Okay. All right. So
We have
that's important
neighbors
to know.
here, like the buddies. We don't want to look like
right.
and they're a great neighbor of ours,
Sure.
and we're very appreciative of them.
Yeah.
But yeah, people should not be dropping off items that we are not here to accept.
Okay.
So that
so
should
there's
not
no
be happening.
bin or anything like
No, there's
with
no
Salvation Army, they'll have
after
bin.
hours bin or anything
Yeah,
like that. We don't
That's
have
good to
that.
know.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Good to know.
So,
All right. Thank you.
all right.
So when you come through this door over here, the first person you will encounter is Ken Love. Ken mans the desk and handles the monetary transactions and so forth. We do accept credit cards. Are there any other mechanisms that we accept for payment?
Actually, even Apple Pay works here.
Apple Pay.
Apple Pay. Okay, cool.
What about crypto, Ken? Do we take any crypto?
Bitcoin. You don't take
Okay.
Bitcoin? Yeah.
Good to
Take
know.
checks.
But anyways,
And no checks.
No checks.
Ken's been our treasurer for many years. He stepped back 2 years ago or so, but he still has his foot in the ring here with the thrift store. So I'm going to hand this over to Ken, so you can ask him any questions.
Thank you so much. Well, thank you, Ken. That's wonderful.
You're welcome.
So right here is where. So what I do is I go around, I shop, I pick a few things up, and I come down to this desk. Is that right? And just pay for it
Actually, it's more complicated than
here?
that.
Oh, okay.
They keep their own cash box upstairs for sales there. And then we keep them down here, and in the basement, our dungeon master does his own thing.
Dungeon Master.
So we
That's a place I wanna visit.
consolidate it all at the end of the day. But
Oh, you do? Okay.
yeah, so some of the people take the money on the floor and bring it to me.
Oh,
so
okay. So
forth,
I don't
so-
have to necessarily come to this.
No, we're not
desk.
necessarily check out. I more try to welcome people, orient them to the store, and
Nice.
try to make sure when they go out, they paid for what, if it even was with me, that they pay before they leave.
Yeah, right. That's a good idea.
Our customers are pretty good. We don't have much of any problem with that.
I'm sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's great. Wow. Well, thank you very much.
No problem.
Anything else we should know about the this part of it? The money part,
How
or-
about the friend room? You might want to.
Yeah, this is where we have our collections, collectibles.
You have collectibles.
Yeah, it's some of our better stuff. I mean, the things that get out on the floor are usually $1 or $2 for
Okay.
china and stuff. And in here we have crystal and
Ooh.
Lennox ware and things like that.
Wow. Well, the next wedding I go to, I know where I'm going to come to
Yep.
get my gift.
You got it. We
That's
always
nice
have
to
it
know.
here. Yep, we got all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
And if people haven't been here before, I tell them what we do have, where it's located.
Oh, that's good to
et
know.
cetera.
So,
Yeah.
so each floor has kind of, or each section has a certain amount of things that, or
Yeah.
a category.
Yeah.
Thing.
And people
Okay.
aren't even aware often that we have the downstairs area.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
I also answer the phone and take messages and
Mhm.
help arrange pickups and deliveries
Nice. Good.
for people. So
See, that's good because some people may think that you come in as just everywhere, everything, but it sounds like it's very organized.
surprisingly
You know?
so, we have people who've
That's
been coming
great.
for many years,
Mhm.
and if they haven't been here in a while, they come in and say, "Oh my goodness, it's like it's
Yeah.
changed a lot. We've
Changes all
spent
the
a
time.
lot of time getting it organized, cleaning things up."
Mhm.
And the Grange has also invested a lot in
Semi-organized.
the building. Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
And the exciting thing is that I'm sure you get new things all the time.
All the
So
time.
you've been here one Saturday, come the next Saturday because there's something different.
Exactly.
So
Yeah, he knows particularly about that.
yeah.
People stand outside and take stuff before it ever even gets into the store.
Wow.
Hi, my name is Bob, and I've been
Bob.
at the thrift store for 8 or 10 years, or
Wow.
I don't really know. As you can see, it's pretty dynamic. We have all types of furniture,
Nice.
paintings.
Mm.
People find different value in different things, and
Wow.
drawers.
Yeah.
This one we got in recently. It's a nice heavy piece.
Yeah. Look at that.
Books. We have a lot of books
A
of
lot of
all
books.
all types that are put in categories mostly.
Yeah. Oh, really?
And when cookbooks, history, political,
But that takes a lot of work to do that. to
and I
organize
do
those
it all
books.
too. I do all
You
the
do
work.
that?
No.
Oh.
And then
You'll
we
be going there.
then we have CDs and a
Look
great
at all those
uh,
CDs and
and
DVDs.
and
Wow.
we have a lot of equipment, and everything comes and goes. Someone said,
Yeah.
I was in here, I wanted to buy so and so, but I'll think about it. That's the end of that. It'll be here next. It won't be here next week, and they'll say I
Right.
should have bought it.
So you don't really hold things for people, right? I mean,
Well,
or
if they pay us,
if you pay us first.
we'll hold it a
well, that's
week.
good to know. Yeah.
But
good to know.
it's a great place. And
Yeah.
upstairs, you've been upstairs.
Not yet. This is our first part of
Wait
the
till you go
tour.
upstairs. It's a fun place.
Yeah.
Different kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
People need it. People want it.
Yeah.
People buy it.
That's
We love
great.
this. Is a great place to come.
Well, you know what? I have to tell you something. When I walked in here, there's not a feeling of being overwhelmed.
No.
You walk in and it's a nice experience.
Yeah.
You know, oh, look at that, nice. And
We work on that too
it's
to make
good.
sure it's open and,
Yeah.
and so people can
Yeah.
see things and feel it.
Very nice.
And sometimes
Mm.
it sells on the basis of I don't need this. It's not a matter of need it. It's a matter of wanting it. That's kind of what it's
Right.
all about.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
look around, enjoy it.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Yes.
Look at these. Look at all the frames. This
You
is
know-
amazing.
When it comes to putting together stuff that you want to stick up on your wall, the most expensive component is the framing. So
Yes,
if you're looking
absolutely.
for very, very reasonably priced frames, come
Yeah.
here, check us out.
And there's all shapes and sizes here too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, sometimes when you go to the store, you can't find the right size, but you have everything here.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Wow.
And we do have some framed art, which is quite cool.
I've noticed
I like
that
that
in
piece
it.
over there. I think that's
I
fairly new.
love that.
It's cute.
I love that. Oh boy, this is great. Look
Yeah, if you're a young family, you're just starting off, if you're a Stonehill college kid and you need to get your own furniture, Stonehill's right down the road over here. This is a great place to come.
Yeah. So else I was thinking was, I saw some of these furniture pieces, and my sister-in-law takes furniture pieces and redoes them. Like she gets them painted, or she gets them, and they're gorgeous. They're absolutely phenomenal. So if you ever do something like that, they're here. So and all the lamps and lampshades and everything imaginable is here.
Yeah, old glass collection over here.
Oh,
Vintage mason jars.
Yeah, right? Wow. And I love that everything is labeled, and it's just, you don't have to go running to find someone and go, oh, how much is this? And what about this? It's all here. This is fun shopping. Fun shop. Wow, look at that hutch. Look at this. Oh,
Yeah, this is a neat piece we just got today.
piece. Wow.
I
That's
believe
beautiful.
it's 70 or some odd years old.
Really? Look at how solid that is.
Yeah, probably made in the mid 1950s.
Isn't that something?
Yep, $150, negotiable.
It's
there is
negotiable?
there is
See,
room
that's
for
good to
negotiation.
know.
Yep.
All right, I didn't
Yep.
realize. Okay, they are.
But it's quality construction.
Yes.
They don't make things like this these
No.
days.
No, they don't.
Planned obsolescence.
Yes. Yes.
Good evening and welcome to another edition of For the Love of Words.
After a 3-year hiatus, join me, John Holgerson, and
Priscilla Almquist Olson,
as we interview poets and musicians.
Could you give the audience a little summary of your background as a child?
When I turned 7 or so, we were car bombed. That stuck out.
And have them share their love of words.
Sometimes I wonder, do you ever think of me?
A thin broth of moonlight caught in the trees spreads across the garden brush, so one side of every stick shimmers while the other sides melt into one another, a mass grave of cherry, pear, and pine.
For the Love of Words at 7 p.m. on Thursdays.
Hello and welcome to Easton News. I'm Joe Taft.
And I'm Jack Ryan, and together we bring you everything you need to know about Easton, including politics.
The town of Easton is undertaking a crucial public safety and public works facilities replacement project to enhance essential services for the community.
Community events.
Mark your calendars and get your costumes ready. The Easton Food Pantry will be hosting a Halloween parade.
And sports.
Boys soccer stayed hot, defeating Stoughton 2-1. That was the team's 5th straight division title and 4th in a row in the Davenport.
With APCSM guest segment Pet of the Week.
Hi, I'm Katie with the Animal Protection Center, and today we have a little Iris.
With help from special correspondent Wyatt Fain. Join us
for Easton News.
Playing 6 o'clock Friday, Saturday, and Sundays.
Yeah, and on your way upstairs, there's a little area over here where we do stock some items. The items will change from time to time. Of course, the theme right now is Valentine's Day.
Oh, yes.
So, and if you're looking for a gift for that special person in your life, you can come here. The other thing that we do is we have no other place really to park a lot of the many awards that we've received over the years. So we put them here, When you look up here, Lee Avery Williams had a jacket that he used to wear, so we have that up there just to remember him by. So yeah. So at any rate,
so
he's gone but not forgotten.
No, he'll never be
He's
forgotten.
fondly in our heart. So here we are upstairs. I would like to introduce you to Sherry Anderson. She's Lion Mark Engel's wife, and she is the heart behind many operations thrift, particularly up here, up in the houseware section. She has a very keen eye, and there's been a sea change in the presentation ever since she's taken charge. So without much ado, I'll hand the mic over to Sherry, and Sherry can give you more information on all things houseware. Admittedly, I'm a little bit ignorant.
Okay.
That's all right.
Thank you so much. I have to say, even walking up these stairs and seeing this, everything is color coordinated, right? So you got all your blues here. Look at these beautiful dishes. These are beautiful.
Yeah, aren't they pretty?
Those are absolutely.
We have gorgeous
8 plates for $6.
You can't beat that, right?
Wow, just incredible. So, as you were saying.
Well, yeah, we have a lot of fun, actually. There is a team of people who come in here during the week. Of course, we need some folks here during the week, and we try to do seasonal displays here on the stairs. Often it's color-coded. This was sort of winter blues and whites, Valentine's Day on the stairs. But this is where we often, highlight seasonal items. And we'll be doing St. Patty's Day for next week.
Oh, yeah.
So you come in, it's going to be very green next week.
I love it. It's so much fun.
Yeah, thank
It
you.
really is. It's great.
We have a lot of customers who've been coming for years, and maybe they haven't been around in a while. Some people say, hey, I haven't been at the thrift since before COVID, and they come back and they're like, wow, you're really organizing things, displaying things, almost like a boutique, but of course we're not. It's thrift store prices, but we're trying to display things in a way that really highlights how this thing could look awesome in your house.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, you're doing a great job of it, because already I'm looking at everything going,
ooh, wouldn't that be pretty on my...
Looks kind of nice.
Yeah, so up here on the second floor, we have our housewares. We have a children's book nook right around the corner. Our holiday room. We have things for all holidays all year round. Right now, it's mostly Christmas stuff, believe it or not. We sell Christmas stuff all year long.
All year long?
All year long, we'll sell Christmas stuff.
See, that's unusual, because most stores, if you're thinking, I'd love to, this is great.
It's wonderful for crafters and also people who are buying for a lot of family members. They think about it all year. They're picking stuff up. So we have a lot of great stuff in here.
Wow.
Especially those crafters love to come in here, and they're looking for what they're going to use for next year's gifts.
Yeah, and you know what? Everything that I'm looking at is it's good quality.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you know how sometimes there's holiday stuff, it's kind of junky, whatever. This is nice. This is all
Well,
really
I would
nice.
much rather buy something that's been used before, that's high quality, than buying cheap stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So,
absolutely.
So that's what we're trying to. And actually, our holiday inventory is a little low right now, but we keep replenishing it all year. So,
do you?
Yeah, every single week we will put out more Christmas stuff, and it disappears all year long.
Is that right?
Absolutely. So soon we'll be doing Easter display in here.
Oh, now that's fun.
Want to follow me on in? I assume you can edit a little bit in between. Hello.
Okay. Ooh, look at this. Oh, look at these little.
Yeah. All right. So this is the main retail space on the second floor. We have a lot of small kitchen appliances, plates, silver even, crock pots, pots and pans. We also have linens such as bedding, drapes, stationery stuff, games, toys for kids, clothes, shoes, jewelry. Check out some of this jewelry.
Okay,
right here we got some pretty
Now
stuff for Valentine's Day.
Oh, yeah. Oh, boy. Look at this.
We get all sorts
Look
of
at that.
stuff. Yeah, like a beautiful men's watch.
Wow.
Watches we usually sell for about $4 a piece. You
Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
Wow.
no, seriously. Even like good brands,
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
absolutely.
Look at all this jewelry.
We got a ton of beautiful things.
You really do.
And we put out new stuff almost every week.
Every week?
Every week. It's already been picked over this
Are you
morning.
kidding me?
we've had a lot of people buying jewelry this morning, so you get your best selection if you come in on right at 10 o'clock.
Oh, boy. And look at the shoes, too. The shoes are in good
We have a
shape.
great selection of shoes.
Yeah.
As you can see, just sort of beautiful giftware. If you're looking for something special, a lot of people will take like a picture like this and make it for a vase. You know,
Yes,
would this be
absolutely.
beautiful
Yes.
with pink tulips
Yes.
for Valentine's Day?
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
we just have so many treasures here, really unique items. Like these were very popular, like in the 70s. Beautiful little Japanese tea sets.
You know what? That's true.
And the
Yeah.
young people love them.
Do they really?
20-somethings have
Do
been
they
buying,
really? Do they?
20-somethings
They're
have
funny.
been buying these beautiful Japanese tea sets at the same time that the people who originally bought them are downsizing and getting rid of them.
Wow,
So-
no, that's perfect.
Yeah,
That's perfect.
yeah.
Wow, I mean, look at this. I mean, there's everything. I mean, and they're all unique, too.
Yeah.
You mean, you don't walk in here and go, oh, yeah, you know, I've seen those before. But this is really something else.
One of our very special things about the thrift store is actually not what we sell, but it's our customers. We have a wonderful collection of customers. Many of them are immigrants. They're looking for a deal, but they're also looking for really beautiful things. You know, like they don't want to eat plastic, you know, Target plates. They want beautiful china. So they are excited to come in here and pick up a beautiful set of china. We have people who just love antiques and love all things old. We have young people outfitting their first apartment.
Yes.
And people just looking for that really unique item.
Oh, absolutely.
So it's a lot of fun for our customers. Many come every single week. This is their Saturday
Event,
entertainment.
right? Yeah,
It
right,
is.
exactly.
I'm serious.
Yeah.
We have a lot of people that come every Saturday.
Wow.
And they're just looking for that one find.
Yeah.
We also have people who are engaged in resale business. And they do, maybe they sell on eBay, maybe they sell antique stemware. And so they're going to come in every week and they're going to see what new antique stemware we have and buy that up and sell it at a profit. And we're happy about
You're
that.
okay with that?
They're our best customers
Really?
because they buy all the time. They know what's good. You know, and they know they're getting a deal and they're happy.
Isn't
So
that interesting?
we
Never would've
welcome
thought of that.
those kind of folks to come in too. And, you know, we're fueling an economy, the cottage industry.
Right, exactly.
So
Yeah.
we're happy to, you know, for all our customers. So.
Yeah. Well, you know, I just noticed something too, that you have a sign up there that has yellow, red, blue, green, and white. So it's very interesting. So if you see a blue circle, you know it's $3.
Right. So you see this,
you know, so that's
kind of
nice.
interesting antique
Yeah.
candelabra that's got a green on it. So that's
Okay,
$4.
yeah, $4.
And you
Okay.
know what? An awful lot of the stuff here is priced between $1 and $4. You know,
Unbelievable.
I mean, obviously, you're going to buy a brand
Unbelievable.
new comforter or something, you're going to pay more than $4. But
yeah.
a huge amount of what we sell is between $1 and $4. So it's a great place to bring your kids. You know, before Mother's Day, before a birthday. My
Exactly.
favorite gifts my kids bought me here.
No.
Beautiful.
Really?
I have a beautiful hand-blown glass vase. I think they spent about $4 for.
No way, really?
I think it's like from Italy or something.
Oh,
It's
there you go.
gorgeous.
Wow.
But, yeah, so it's a great place for kids.
Yeah, they
to
can
learn
afford it
about-
and just, yeah.
Parents will say, you have a buck, you can buy something. And they
Yeah.
can actually buy something for a buck.
And,
you
and
know?
it's fun for them and it teaches them and that's all, yeah. And you know what? I feel like I would come here even if I wasn't looking for something specific.
Right.
I would come because, oh, I never even thought of that. Or,
Yeah.
oh, this is great. And
It's a little bit like a treasure hunt.
it is like a treasure. It is. It's just like treasure.
So can
This
I
is
introduce
amazing.
you to someone who works here?
Yeah, that'd
Patty
be great.
is one of our longtime volunteers.
Patty, good,
All the
good.
customers love Patty.
Nice.
She
Oh,
greets
scabs.
everybody with a smile. So this is Patty.
Hi, Patty. Nice to meet you.
We have a great time here.
Yeah.
Lots of wonderful customers like Vicky.
You're
She's
a
great, and her
wonderful
husband
customer.
Franz. A lot of repeat people. We have Marilyn who comes in with her sandals
Yeah.
every week, and Kenny, and it's always finding bargains, always enjoying life. We just love it here too. We have fun.
We have a lot of
We do.
fun.
She wants to make her debut because she's a very good customer of ours.
You want to say something? Yeah. Tell us.
I miss Woodsy.
Oh, Miss Ruthie.
Oh,
yeah.
Ruthie?
Yeah, we
Oh.
love Ruthie.
Yeah.
She'll always
So
be in our
Ruthie
hearts.
was a member of our team
Yeah.
who, and we affectionately call this Ruthie's stage because she was up there and she spent a lot of time here during the
remember her.
week. Yes.
Yeah,
She would come in during the week and she'd price everything. She'd make sure that Candyland had every single card,
my goodness.
every
Are you
single
kidding?
little piece, that the
Wow.
dice, she would check everything. She took things home to be washed. And yeah, she does a lot of that work. And when she passed on, we realized how much work she did. And it's taken about 8 people to replace
do
what
one of
Ruthie
her?
did.
Yeah.
But we're, we all love the place as much as she did. So we continued on. And
that's good, though.
Yeah.
That's good that I mean, I feel the passion that you have for the place.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
absolutely.
It really is. It's just a...
wonderful people.
Yeah, customers and volunteers. Yeah.
And we always find something for ourselves to buy.
Oh, that's dangerous.
Oh, there you go, right.
You get to shop. So if
Yeah, you get to shop, yeah.
Become a Lions member, become a volunteer here, and you'll be surprised.
Oh, boy.
And this is one of our newest volunteers, Eve Buckler.
Hello.
And
Hi.
she's been a great addition. She's one of the people that comes during the week
Oh,
and
okay.
helps us clean stuff
Behind the
up.
scenes.
And behind the scenes,
Yeah.
clean stuff up and get it out on the shelves.
As our guide.
Oh, okay.
So we have a lot of
She makes
fun.
everything look so beautiful in here.
Oh, no. It's
Sure.
just,
She
I
does.
don't feel
Team
overwhelmed.
Merchandiser.
That's,
And I
you
was
do
in
a great
retail for a
job.
long time.
Oh, were you?
She makes
Oh.
everything look so beautiful.
It does.
It's
Yes, right? Yeah, I noticed that. It's so attractive because then it makes you really want to buy that because it's, and the other thing is, like I was saying downstairs, when I came in here, I did not feel overwhelmed. This is so orderly and together and it's wonderful. It really is. You have everything imaginable.
The crew of guys outside are amazing.
Really?
Yeah.
One of them
Yeah.
is Sherry's husband.
Yes, yes, we were talking to him earlier. That's great.
Yeah.
When you go to thrift stores, there's an odor about it. Here,
Right.
everything is cleaned or processed.
Yeah, there's no
whatever.
order at all here.
It's
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah,
You don't have to worry
yeah.
about that.
Clean.
I mean, really.
Yeah.
So it doesn't seem.
It's not dusty, and you don't looking at the glasses. They're like, dirty. But no, it's very nice.
Oh, thank
you. have
you.
baskets and pillows and.
And I'm sure Rob has already told you about sort of why we do what we do and how we give money back to the community. And
100%.
Did anyone talk about this great old building?
Yeah, I mean, that it is the Grange,
Yeah.
and it's been here for a long time, right?
And some of the money that we raise here goes back to the Grange. They then put it into the building to
Okay.
keep it standing
Oh, of
and
course,
heated
right,
and
of course.
making improvements like our new handicapped accessible bathroom. So
that's good.
So we're not only making money to give back to the community, but we're also helping the Grange make money to preserve this little piece of history.
Sure.
We had someone just today come in who said she was looking at a wedding picture of her mother.
Yeah.
She was married in this hall. Her mother's now in her 90s. She was married in here. And she saw some of the old benches that used to be almost like pews because they used to do shows and stuff here. And so there were benches in here, and she wanted to know if we still had any because she wanted to refurbish one of these benches to give to her daughter. Went up in the far, far, far attic and discovered we still have some.
No,
So
really?
That's kind of cool that
That is very
that
cool.
piece of history still lives on in this building. So
Wow.
yeah,
That is amazing. Wow, well, thank you very much.
you're welcome.
You're doing a great job.
Well, thank you.
Welcome to Service Matters, a weekly radio show that talks about the good things that are happening in local communities and beyond.
Since 1978, the Easton Food Pantry has been dedicated to providing food to our neighbors in times of need. As long as there's hungry people in our community, our doors are open, our hearts will be open to help.
We also like to talk about the good things that people do to make a difference, and in many cases, to make dreams real for folks out there in need.
just to chat about, as you say, some of the good things in life. There's some of the good things, the great things, and the happy things.
And certainly watch us on ECAT, Easton Community Access Television.
Oh, I didn't see you there. Sick of all the new shows and movies dominating pop culture? Well, have no fear, because Old Time Movie and Old Time TV are here, where we like to add our own flair.
There's a truck out front, and if we could just get the keys.
Man, are you crazy? Are you out of your mind? Those are flesh-eating zombies. They upended our car, okay? We're lucky to be alive, especially Joe. I had to pull him out of the trunk, for crying out loud.
It's been a long day.
Also, make sure to check out the Radiocast, our accompanying podcast where we talk about what we've watched.
There was a lot of moments of just Mac on the raft going down the river, just internal monologuing over and over and over.
We show the classics and nothing but the classics. Well, except for the weird ones. Check us out on all our channels as well as our YouTube.
There's a storm.
Join me, Priscilla Almquist Olsen, to explore the town of Easton and its interesting, engaging, ordinary, and extraordinary people, and meet a smorgasbord of guests, including artists, authors, musicians, business owners, community organizations, clergy, local leaders, etc., etc., etc. Community Forum at 3 p.m. on Thursdays and 1:30 p.m. on Saturdays. See you then.
So now, Gail, we're going to take you into the basement, which we affectionately call the dungeon.
Oh.
And Lion Jim Baker, who's worked there for a number of years, we've affectionately called the Dungeon Master. That's his title, and he wears it with pride.
Ooh,
So
Jim Baker, Dungeon Master.
let's come on in, and I'll hand you over to Jim, and he'll show you around.
Kind of show.
And here he is, the one and only Jim Baker, a.k.a. Dungeon Master.
Dungeon Master, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Welcome to the thrift store dungeon.
Wow, okay.
This is only, again, you've been to the other floors.
Yes.
This is one of three, but some people just love the dungeon.
I mean, there's so many things, though. Look at this. Wow, okay, that's not for sale, but it's keeping you warm, right?
It is.
Okay.
It is. And
All right.
there's no heat down here, but
Okay.
we have to for the dungeon master, he does get cold. He does get cold.
He does. He's human.
So, anyways,
look at this.
down
Wow.
in the dungeon here, we have have a much larger product is much larger. Like we have vacuums here. We
so
have
the
all these
large
lights.
things.
We have heaters. We have humidifiers, air conditioners.
Wow. Vacuum cleaners.
All
Yeah.
different types.
Wow.
It's
That, huh?
yes, we have certain areas. This is like the automotive area.
Oh,
And,
that comes in handy.
We have on the other side, we have a camping area where we have chairs and sleeping
really?
bags, pads.
Really?
It's pretty nice. And
Oh, yeah.
and here we have a medical area,
Oh, look at that. Oh, for crying out loud.
and we
Wow.
have bedding
Yeah.
with all the different pieces of equipment that go with it. We have frames in the corner there, and all of these are really big sellers.
Oh, I bet they are, yeah.
But of course, we're blessed by all the donations from the donators that come in every Saturday to deliver this to us.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just amazing. I mean, and this is this thing's brand new. It still has a tag on it. and
We just got that today.
Wow, look at that. I mean, and these are pretty costly. If you go to the store to get those,
Yes.
they're costly. And look at what good shape it's in.
This one over here is probably the premiere of it, but we
Oh,
not
Oh,
only the walkers,
wheelchairs.
but we have wheelchairs also.
Yeah, look at that.
And this is probably the most I've had in here at one time.
That's really
One thing that you notice in the perimeter of this of the dungeon here is all the bikes.
There are a lot of bikes.
You know, during the pandemic, the and inflation with the country,
Yeah.
the price of bikes have gone up tremendously.
Have they really?
Yes, I mean hundreds of dollars.
Really?
And we sell all these bikes under $100. The smaller ones are usually anywhere from $15 to
Come on.
$25.
No.
And then for the adult bikes, like this one here, they go from $25 to $50.
Come on.
Yes.
Really? Wow, that is amazing.
And we have razors, which kids
Oh,
love.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
sold a lot of them during Christmas time.
Sure. Bring it
And,
home, shine it up, and there you
yeah.
go, right?
So
like
looking around here, this is, we just got gifted a whole bunch of hand tools. And
Oh,
these
really?
are all craftsmen,
Wow.
drills,
Oh my goodness.
scroll saws. We
Look at
have a
that.
box full of, these are all craftsmen, pad sanders.
Oh yeah.
And we have bike racks.
Oh wow. Wow. Oh, even cross-country skis and boots
Exactly.
for $30. That's amazing. That's wow.
Yes. Over
Wow.
here in the last area, we have a bunch of tools.
Oh,
Here's
yeah?
more sporting goods here. I sell
Oh, wow.
I sell skates.
Oh my goodness.
all the time.
Yeah, because hockey equipment's so expensive, right?
It is. I have
Look at that.
Yeah, I just wanted to segue this over here. You know,
Yeah.
as you notice, there are lots of skates
Yep.
that people can come here get for extremely reasonable price,
Yeah.
and go to the Yardley Wood Rink, which is something that we partner with community organizations. If not for the sponsorship of the Easton Lions Club, the Yardley Wood Rink would not be able to operate. Because we sponsor it, it comes under our insurance umbrella, and so we have a yes, so we have a relationship with the town, in between us, between the town and the agreement that we have and the commitment that the Easton Lions have for Yardley Wood Rink, it's able to operate. So we're thrilled to be able to make that happen. So if you want to go and visit that great rink and you lack skates,
Yeah.
come here.
Isn't
Visit
that
us.
great? And so tell me where the Yardley rink is, or tell them where it is. So they'll know for
It's
sure.
it's right next to the old Center Street School. It's Center Street and
Mm-hmm.
Depot Street. It's on the south side. Am I correct?
Yes.
James, a native Eastonite. I'm not. I'm
Oh,
I'm
okay.
an Auslander. I moved here, back in 2000, and moved out and
grew
moved
up-
back in.
I grew up a mile away from here.
Oh, there you go.
And this was my playground. I mean,
Oh.
the
okay.
Frothingham Park, the
Mhm.
park up here.
Yeah.
They were
Oh,
all
sure.
bicycle distance.
Mhm.
And anyways,
Look at this.
these are all tools, all
Yeah.
assorted different types of hardware,
Mhm.
door handles,
Mm.
more bikes. A lot of these are smaller
Look at
children's
these
bikes.
weights. Get some hand weights and everything.
Yes.
And a bowling ball.
These sell fast. Yes, bowling
Yeah,
balls.
no, because definitely those are. Wow, these are amazing.
We have snow shovels,
Yeah,
all kinds
yeah,
of
yeah.
garden tools.
Look at that. Wow. And these hanging baskets. Oh, brother. There is everything imaginable here. Look at that. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. It's just amazing to me.
And this is our mini Lowe's area.
Really?
We have doors,
Mini
we have
Lowe's.
windows,
You really do.
screening,
Look at that. Wow, doors.
balusters,
Yeah, yeah. Oh, huh.
folding doors, and
Oh.
then we get into the heavy equipment.
Yes, right?
And,
Woodworking. Yeah.
In the last 2 weeks, we sold a bandsaw and a table saw, and that's just money going into the coffers that goes right back to the community.
Yes, exactly. So it's all really good. Yeah, and you know what? I look up in the ceiling, and there's stuff up in the ceiling. It's just everywhere.
This is molding,
Yeah, yeah.
and I've sold
Sure.
a bunch of that.
Yeah.
It's
molding
a
is very expensive. You know, the non-wood molding,
Yes.
it's plastic.
Oh.
Yeah. I had a woodpecker problem, and so I
Mm-hmm.
had all of my molding replaced. You know, as many people in Easton do. So
Yeah, those woodpeckers. Oh
there's no
yeah.
woodpeckers out
Oh
there.
yeah. I've got holes all the. Yeah.
No insects in that plastic stuff.
I put
That's
out,
true, right?
I have 2 blocks of suet in my backyard, and I have woodpeckers going to that. So
Oh, instead. That's
I'm leading them
interesting.
off.
There you go.
Either that or you're drawing them in.
Yeah, right. Wow, this is fabulous. Thank you so much. I like the dungeon. I was a little scared, but I like it now.
Well, about 6 months ago, we cleared out everything
Oh,
in
really?
here. Everything got cleared out.
That's a
We put down
project.
2 coats of Loctite paint,
Oh, you did?
and Dan Gurin, one of our Lions members, went through. He's a kind of a master with mortar, and we had a lot, because it's field stone here,
Sure.
a lot of mortar was getting very brittle,
Oh,
and
yeah.
patched it up. I've gotten
Nice.
so many compliments about the way the dungeon looks now.
Yeah, no, this is
They-
amazing.
Dan, and when Dan did this big effort, which significantly organized what we have down here,
Mhm.
we enlisted the support of the Boy Scouts. So the Boy Scouts came here, and it was sort of a community project. So
Perfect.
once again, we're trying to bring the community in.
Yeah, and
to
you're
help us
teaching
out.
and you're teaching the Boy Scouts too how important it is to take part. So that's
Absolutely.
awesome.
We had a line here of Boy Scouts, and they
Did
were
you?
just handing stuff out
Really?
and filling up the parking lot back
Isn't that
there.
great?
Yes.
Give them a few donuts, they're happy.
Well, Gail, I'm thrilled that you were able to come and visit us on this nice sunny day. It's
Yeah.
beautiful for February.
Oh, it's beautiful. And I had so much fun. And I've learned a lot about the history and about what's in there and all the workers. They just work so hard, but they're loving it.
Yes.
They're loving it.
Yep.
And so I'm telling you, you have to just stop in. You're not going to believe what you see. It's fun. So until next time, I'll see you on Discover Easton.